Everything under the watchful eye of Nanay. Well, here we are up for a work in progress on Nanay's house, and yes, it is a big house, which is how personally I wanted it to be, because I wanted it to be a house that the family could feel reunited. I wanted Nanay to be the hub of the family, and this house should be a place where people can come for festive occasions like Christmas, and my wish is that at Christmas we'll all be able to gather around that dream of mine, a huge dining room table in an open plan house, and the whole family can come and we can have Christmas together. So there we are, and it looks like we might be a little behind on our expectations, but the guys are working so well. I'm going to step down and get you to look at. Okay. Always try to be out of the way in the below area when a man is wielding a hammer, like Terry is there. Okay, so it looks like we have the basic perimeter of the house, the outside wall. Footing has mostly all gone in, and the rebar is sticking in where it's supposed to be. That the center part there is where the front door will be in, and you've got space to the right and space to the left. This, where the dirt is now, is basically, that's the bedroom of Nanay. Now we are going to have a slightly bigger. Now here's a good way to get hurt by not paying attention. So I was about to walk under there. I decided that would not. Construction sites are the most dangerous place to be, and although it does have something to do with whether a site is organized, what the definition of organized is greatly differs from one person to the next. Now, for the uninitiated, just walking on that ground floor as it is right now is dangerous. It's so easy. You've got those rebars sticking up. There's all kinds of things that can go wrong. So you're on your own responsibility. All of this is a familiar situation for the Superman team, and as I've said before, we really try not to micromanage these guys, because they do their job very well. They work very, very hard. We pay them well. They're expected to work very hard, and that's what they do. And most things are thought out. And really, the idea that we need people to, I don't know, remind us what to do on the most simple level still surprises me. But we do get reminded. So I'm thinking, let me see, what time are we looking at now? I think we're around 3 to 4 o'clock, and if I know these guys, probably the pair that are working on the roof, they will want to see the first tin go up. I am really surprised how they're up on those mostly 2x4s, and they're wearing the flip-flops or thongs or slippers as they're called here in the Philippines. They're working in slippers up there. They're up there, that's about I don't know, maybe 12 feet. Now we've got 2 cubics of gravel here right now. We had a cubic there which I brought yesterday. We have another cubic of gravel. That's number, I think that's 3/4 gravel. That's what it's designated, number 3 gravel. And that's what we're going to be using to when we get that floor done. And that floor will be continuous, and it will be done using string lines, and they do an amazing job. So I think that pretty well whatever tile that we've got will probably be used on our newest project up there. Well, Nanay's is the newest project, but the finishing off the tiling will be up there on our office come workshop come multitasking buildings. Let me just go over it again, what I said our plan was for that. Things are constantly changing, as they should. That office block come workshop, the way that that's going to work out is it's very simple. We are going to use that open space as a workshop so that we can get certain bits made for both our house, the office come workshop space too, and we can use that space for that. Plus we'll be able to get a kitchen made, not, as I say, not just for our house, the red house, but for Nanay's house. Alright, so there's a few things that I've got planned for Nanay's house, the big dining room table and some kitchen cabinets, so that we can make that place a really nice area. We are going to put on the back what you could term a porch style extension, which is on the office come workshop. That's what is out the front. We planned, Timio and I thought about that, talked about it. I always confer with Timio. He has an excellent engineering aptitude, so it's easy to actually talk and decide how things are going to be done with him. and I respect what he says, so I don't second guess everything that he suggests. And if it's something which I can live with and which makes sense, then that's exactly what we do. A lot of the time I think it should be done this way, and when I talk to him about it, he tells me why he thinks it should be done different. Now, I know that the way that he thinks it should be done will be easiest for him. So if it can be done his way and yet still meet with my requirements, then we go with that. Now, if we come together for discussing the actual design of the house as a whole. And we talked about that at length. We did a few sketches. I did a few sketches telling him how I thought it should be. Partway through that, we changed very slightly and we extended the footprint of the house so that it wasn't the footprint of 1, 2, 3 with an open walkway underneath. And we decided, and Timio suggested, he agreed with my suggestion that outside, what was going to be an outside covered walk, should be part of the house itself. And we'll extend yet again to include a pathway which will have to be included. It was just with the man in the black and the red jacket. And that part there will actually be extending the house so that that part of the house, as you walk around the house, is under cover when it's really raining. And yes, we have allowed the eaves of the house itself to come out and not allow a pouring of rain, because this house cover here is sloping away from the house. So we will allow for making sure that the rain doesn't come there. That's one worker heading out, so it must be later than I thought. Here we go, this is the outside wall. And we'll have a doorway here. We'll have a doorway, but where I've been walking, in line here, let's say in line with those supports, those main pillars for the front cover of what is the turnaround come parking space for the cars, and actually a seated area for people visiting the house. Now, the porch that we've been talking about, that will be included on the back of the house here. That's where Timio is laughing. What are you laughing about? What are you laughing for?
I'm happy for this house.
I think he said he's laughing because he's happy for the house. Okay.
Nice house.
A good house. I think you're doing a good job, that's why. And you'll be invited for Christmas, okay?
Okay.
Everybody invited for Christmas. And this is where the supply of water is coming to there. So at the back here is where we'll have that extended portion which we've been calling a porch. It's the porch type extension. That's really what we're talking about. So as with all houses, there should be more than one door, and this is the door. So this is walking into the house. This is our back door. And in the yellow, that's Perry. Perry, who we call the machine, because my God, there's a man who knows how to work. Not that any of them are shy. But Petty is just somebody who just keeps going. There we go.